Well, hello there, young folk of the internet. I'm back with more Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. Although, for this case, we're not actually playing as Apollo. We're playing as an old friend. Not an old friend, but an old friend. Phoenix Wright. Now, this trial is taking place in the past, 7 years ago. We are in court for the session. Oh god, voice acting, huh? Shit, I should have thought about that. Court is now in session for the trial of Shadi Nigmar. Is that how you do his voice? I don't know. I didn't think about it. As always, I never think about the voices that I'm doing. I originally wasn't gonna play Ace Attorney today, but I just made brownies and I fucked them up real badly because pan was too big. I didn't have a measuring cup, so I couldn't measure out how much water and oil I needed. And I think I put too much water, and they're just like flat little biscuits at this point. Watery, like maybe wet biscuits. I haven't eaten them yet because I'm afraid to, but I will eat them after this session with a glass of milk, and hopefully the taste of it will supersede the look of it. It's just gonna be a flat biscuit at this point. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the game. I read that. The defense. Oh god, what did I give him? I gave him a. Did I give him a voice? I was about to do Apollo's voice. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Sure. Hey, look! It's the husband, but at the prime age of. Oh, he's not in my profile yet. I don't know how old he is. Is he 17? He's too young for me. In the past, he's son, but then again, in the present, he's also still younger than me. Okay, maybe let's not fangirl over him. Or if we fangirl over him, it's done in the extent of like appreciation and not whatever, it doesn't matter. Is the prosecution? Oh god, sorry, I was too busy talking and I just got distracted and I forgot. Is the prosecution ready? I was just thinking, is this what all the fuss is about? Also, if you notice the audio sounding a little different than my previous videos, some settings were changed and I moved my mic to be closer to me. I don't know how well it's going to work out, cause I mean, it doesn't matter. Who fucking cares? Who cares? It's just me. Bit of a buzzkill, really. Buzzkill? Is this some kind of what? Is this some new kind of crime? One of the worst. This is a trial, ja. Where are the sweaty palms, the pounding hearts, the mum spaghetti? A Gavinier's concert's got 10 times the thrills this gig's got. Then why are you here? Why are you in court then, you young man? Who were you again? Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started, legally, ja. Gavin? Defense attorney Christoph Gavins? Ah, figures my bro's name. What? Oh god, what? Figures my bro's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin, lead singer for the mega hit band The Gavineers. I feel like Phoenix shouldn't know that. He looks like he would be too out of touch with like what the kids are into to know that. You're out of your league, rock boy. Also doesn't sound like something Nick would say. But then again, I guess I don't know, whatever. I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy. See, Nick didn't react in a way that would seem more Nick. He looked like he should have reacted more like, how did he know? Like, am I missing something? He seems, whatever. True, my debut single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, yeah. Talkative, aren't you? I like your affected Euro rock accent, by the way. This is not the Phoenix I know. This is not the Phoenix I know and love. He's too, what's the word? Conceited? He's like too, what's the word? Not inferior. Presumptuous? No. I don't know what you call him. But either way, he doesn't feel like the Nick I know and love. I'm just getting warmed up. Ale Attorney Wright. What's a Euro rock accent? Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on the case. Achtung, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again? Ah yes, Detective Gumshoe. Hit it. Oh shit! It's my boy Gumshoe! Look at that, he barely fits the stand. You guys don't know who Gumshoe is? He's from the trilogy. Everything is from the fucking trilogy. Don't worry about it. If I react to anything that hasn't been shown in the game, it's because he's from the from the trilogy. Detective Gumshoe is basically what Emma Sky was in this game, except for the trilogy game. He's cool. And you are? I don't have a voice for him. Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Nick, what? Nick's? I combine name and Nick. I mean, I combine name and Dick. Fuck. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct. Did I say that right? I'm gonna assume I said that right. It didn't sound right in my head. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. Hey, you! Huh? Me? Today's the day, pal. The day I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today, see? What? You normally lack confidence in your testimony? El Detective, this is my stage. Candy antics. He doesn't seem like he's, but you know what? He's a fucking, was it not a green thumb? Greenhorn, young horn, fresh cheese, whatever you call it. Why am I not knowing? Why don't I know anything I'm trying to say? This is his first like case or something like that, right? I think he's new, so I guess he's allowed to be like a dick. I guess? I don't know. Am I just making excuses for him because he's cute? I don't know, maybe. Huh? All this hey-youing and such. And I could care less about your history together. Why is everyone such a dick in this case? Erg. Not Gumshoe. Gumshoe would never. He's a very kind young man who's done a lot for us in the trilogy. He did a lot for us in the trilogy. He's a good man. He's a good, hardworking man. Very well, Detective Gumshoe. If you would, please tell us about the case at hand. It happened 6 days back in a room at the General Hospital. Not the Hickville Clinic. I guess this guy has more money. The facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient, asleep in the hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his head, and bam, lights out. Them's the facts. I love Gumshoe! Aww, I don't think he shows up in the newer games. He should. Sorry. I was thinking about how in the 3DS games there's like a lot. Did he show up? No, he didn't. I don't think he did. It's just a shame that there's so much really like memorable, lovable characters throughout the entire series, and then as the games go on, they want to introduce more new characters, obviously, to generate more like interest in the newer games for the newer fans and whatever, because using the same characters over and over again, obviously it's gonna like, if you weren't a fan of it to begin with, then you're not gonna care about it in the future in the new games, and you gotta market more new things happening. You know how it is. But like, it just means that a lot of the lovable characters get pushed to the back, or like don't even show up at all, or like kind of mentioned for a little bit, or like not even mentioned at all. And this is spoilers for the most recent 3DS game, Spirit of Justice, which isn't even that recent. It's just the newest one, you know, that's the most recent one that's out. There hasn't been a new one in a while. Clivebeard's not even in that fucking not even in that game. He apparently shows up in something else, in like some random DLC thing that's not even a case, I think. But like he's not in that game at all. He's not even mentioned. It was like the saddest thing in the world when I played it. I mean, it was also sad for other reasons, but you know, it's still sad that I couldn't see my boy. Anyway, I got off topic. Not so long ago, the victim, Magnifi Grammari, was a famous man. What is that animal? Is it a meerkat? It's got pointy ears. It's not a bunny, and it's got a long tail. A squirrel? Maybe it's a squirrel. He had the entire country under his magical spell, as it were. Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifi to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare. Wow. Alright. Gee, thanks, you goddamn millennial. Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say True Grammari has made quite a name for themselves. Anyhow, the retired Magnifi's been in the hospital for the last year. What was it? A malignorant tutor or something? Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah. You have the report in front of you. You couldn't even pronounce malignant. A malignant tumor, perhaps? In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact. Poor guy. In the hospital for a whole year, only for him to die inevitably in like 3 months if he had lived long enough. Honestly, me, man, once I hit 60 something, once I've like really accepted the fact that I'm like old, I know to a lot of people 60 is not old, right? And like like obviously, like, logically speaking, 60 isn't that old in comparison to like 80 or like 70 or something, right? There are a lot of people in that age range that like are perfectly fit, healthy, can live up to like 157 for all I care, right? For me, I don't want to live at an age to where I become like incapable of doing things for myself. I very much want to. The minute I need help from anyone, like if I need like a home aid or if I need like anyone to wipe my ass, I don't want to be like alive. This is not me being suicidal or me being like depressing or anything. That's just I just don't want anyone wiping my ass. I don't want anyone wiping my ass. I don't want anyone wiping up my shit. I don't want to, I don't want to get to that point in life. I want to live my life as is, like just casually, satisfactorily, chill. And like I just want to be able to like at age 65 of retirement just be like, hey, just shoot me up with something so I can just die in my sleep. That's all I want. And that's what I want. Obviously, that's not gonna happen because life doesn't work that way. You can't just off yourself like that. Like, lawfully, they don't allow that here unless you're like terminally ill. And even then, it's still like a hurdle to get through because the hospitals and insurance companies want to milk you of all your money. Not insurance companies. Not insurance companies. Sorry, I got distracted again. The facts do seem simple enough. But something's not right. The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? I don't know, man. 3 months is a long time to wait. But also, yeah, you should, disclaimer, don't kill people, yeah? Just a note. Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. Diabetes? In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin when he was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. I'm doing his voice very differently. Is it because he's young? Maybe it's because he's young. I believe the question before us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man? What reason could he have had? Very well, detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as the circumstances of the shooting. Yes, sir. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. I have a hypothetical situation. If you requested someone to kill you, like say, for example, shoot you in the head, right? In this case, you request someone to do it, and you leave a note, like say in your will or wherever the fuck, a note that's been notarized. Actually, what do you call them? The people who do the notaries? I guess people who do notaries and stuff wouldn't notarize that kind of a statement. But I was gonna say, like, what if if you requested someone to kill you and you wrote a note saying like, hey y'all, I told this person to kill me, don't charge him with shit, let him live his life, give him, maybe $2 or something. I was gonna say all of his money, but it's like, why would you do that? I guess maybe like, or be like, that doesn't matter. That part of the hypothetical situation doesn't matter. If you leave a note saying like, don't charge him with shit, is that a valid thing? Like, can a person get away with murder if it's requested of them? If there's a note saying like, I asked this person to do it, don't charge them, don't take them to jail, don't give them years in prison, don't send them to death, none of that shit. Is that a valid request? Or is society going to be like, Nah, you stupid. If someone tells you to kill them, you don't fucking do it even if they leave a note saying not to charge you. But if it's part of the will, can that still be... Is that a valid... What's the word? Is that permissible? Is that a valid... Like, is that permissible under the law of, let's say in this case, America? You know? Or if other countries, if other countries have it something different? I'm just wondering. I'm not saying I would do it. Like, genuinely, I'm not saying I would do it. I would never put the guilt on someone else to, like, kill me if it ever came to that, you know? I would never do that. I was just wondering. Is all. Anyway, sorry. I'm not 100% here. I'm having a hard time formulating my thoughts. And I don't know why. I think it's because... I don't know why. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna move on. I spent too much time talking. What? You're saying that the victim ordered his own shooting? Those are the facts. I have here the letter in question. To my beloved student Zach, to you I entrust this task of... Oh my god. Well, let me go check it in the court record, since I was in the middle of reading it. Check, please. To my beloved student Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Okay. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot, square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Magnifi Grammari. Okay. What else did we have? Let's see the autopsy report. Did we read this already? We might have read this already. He was 67 years old. That's really young. That's really young to be dealing with liver cancer and like being in the hospital for that long. That sucks. He also doesn't look 67 though. Don't we have a... This man looked like 67 to you? I guess he doesn't look that old, but he also doesn't look that young. I don't know. Oh, how old are you? Oh, damn, he really is 17. Fuck. I don't know what I was expecting. How old are you, Gumshoe? 32. That's young. That's younger than I thought. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by things. Okay. Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder? I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court? Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir. One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason? The devil is in the details, attorney. Well, was there some reason? As it turns out, there was. Every night for a half an hour, starting at 11. The victim, Magnifi Grammari, was given an IV. An IV? There it is in the picture, off to the side of the bed. At 11 o'clock, a doctor would come to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. This happened every night, without fail. So that was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption. During his IV. Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination if you would. What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? He could have at least mentioned it to me. I forgot that he already given his testimony. Okay. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. Should I just press everything? Can I just press everything? This is my first trial, after all. As Nick. Just because he got the letter doesn't mean he went through with it. Oh, I disagree. The victim was, indeed, shot in the forehead after all, just as he had commanded. It could be a setup. But let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change? Thanks, pal. You're the one who interrupted him. What the fuck? Fine. I can play it slow as well as I can play it fast. On with the testimony, Detective Gumshoe. Well, I'm just not trying with the voices today. I can feel it. I can feel me not trying. A few days after it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. And this letter was sent by the victim? There it is! Gotcha! You're all mine this time, pal! Huh? I had the handwriting checked out, of course. It's the victim, no mistake. Ah, I see. Ha 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 ha! Or let me try that again. Ha 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 ha! Score 1 for the boys! I didn't lose. I was just ascertaining the facts. So why am I so annoyed? Let Gumshoe have it. He doesn't get any wins in his career, man. Everyone's always picking on him. But a letter ordering your own death? Things aren't what they used to be, I guess. I'm not sure this is exactly commonplace even now, Your Honor. So anyway, guess I'll keep going while I'm ahead. Is this voice even good? I don't even know. The defendant did what was asked him and shot the old man in the forehead. Shot the old man in the forehead. How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do the thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cranking. You failed to grasp the concept of questioning, detective. First, we got this letter. It says, shoot, in the forehead, loud and clear. I can see that, but I still wouldn't do it. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone. Yeah, shoot people in the forehead. What are you, a puss? You failed to grasp the concept of shooting people as bad, detective. We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene. Traces of gunpowder residue shows that it had been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright? As far as I can tell from looking at this photo, despite the fact that there's no blood coming out of the victim's head, even though he's got shot square in the forehead, which is very peculiar, there seems to be no issues with the prosecution's claim. The photo? Maybe there's something in there I can use. So they're saying that the defendant shot the victim in the forehead? I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigmar shot something else. Looking at this photo, another possibility occurred to me. Yes? What does the letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher. What? The defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal! That's why the defendant popped him one in the forehead. Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could have made.
Objection!
What? And you can prove that with this photo. Come to think of it, this rendering of the courtroom in comparison to Apollo Justice looks a little bit shorter than... Oh, it looks a little bit shorter because Clavier looks like he's about to tower over that thing. I can prove he had a choice, yes. The defendant might have fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot? Gee, I don't know. What else in here has a fucking forehead? Although this is fucking creepy to sleep next to. But I guess when you're a magician, you're into clowns. I guess. They're even wearing matching hats. The clown doll? Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead, too. Oh, there's a hole in its forehead! Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim.
Objection!
Ha! And I suppose you'll have a reason as to why he'd shoot the clown doll. He didn't just shoot the doll. He shot the doll's forehead. His forehead. Ah! Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead. The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. As if no one else thought about it. That hole in the clown's forehead. It definitely looks like it was shot. Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter. What I love about Ace Attorney is that there's enough obvious things in their cases so that, you know, obviously the player can, like, pick them out and, like, contradict things that are being said in the game. So it makes you feel like you're, like, actually capable of, like, doing this job when in actuality you probably wouldn't be able to, because everything that's being brought up in this cases would obviously be picked on by someone during the actual investigation. I don't know why I said that as if it's like a thing that people didn't know. Of course, it's like, no shit, this game is fucking obvious. Like, if you imagine, can you imagine like creating a whole ass murder case that makes it impossible to solve because it's realistic? I admit, I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim.
Objection!
Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead as ordered. But the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life. That was so subdued of me. What is, oh my god, this is not my 100%. I'm at like 68% right now for some reason. The bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue, yet Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure that the defendant didn't shoot the victim. So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. Oh my god. There's just one minor setback. What, is he dying? Is the game over? Why does he say it like that? The people, everyone in this trial acts weird. How sad it is to see the novice's overconfidence. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate this Nick. Ugh. He doesn't realize just how big this little hole is gonna get. Like a Goatsy situation, or like a, oh. Detective Wumshu, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony. So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal. Is this something I have to press, or is it something to present? He still shot the victim. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh. Wait, no. That can't be it. Do I show this now? I don't know, hang on. Is there anything that indicates? I thought maybe I would have the gun in my possession, because I would check to see, like, oh, does it say how much shots the gun, like, did? I don't have anything here. It's been washed and shows no sign of use. Someone washed the syringe! Letter, shoot. Okay, we don't have to, is it this? Do I show them this? Surely not! In case you guys need a refresher. This is a note that, little baby Trucy gave to us before the trial started. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in life's work, I give thanks. Farewell. That can't be it. That can't be it. Right? That can't be it. Hold up. That can't be it. So let me get this straight. You're saying my client first shot the clown and then shot the victim? Hey, not a bad summary, pal. More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever. That was really more of a confirmation than a summary. But our defense attorney seems pleased enough with himself. Do these people ever miss a chance to mock me? Well, now that Mr. Wright's gotten that out of his system, shall we continue with the testimony? I didn't have time to gather all the details before coming in here. This testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention. And read this letter carefully. Hold up. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. Am I just gonna press everything? You mean this pistol? The one of the crime scene photo? Can we submit that into evidence, please? That's the one. It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with the bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match. Ballistic marks! I think that's what they called them in the trilogy. I just remembered. I brought it up a few episodes ago that they called, in the Apollo Justice, they called it the rifling marks, but I think in the trilogy game, they had translated it to ballistic markings or something like that. I think, maybe. I don't know. It just suddenly came up in my head. So, you verified the murder weapon, in other words. Hey, you bet we did! Damn it, didn't add it to the fucking evidence. Add the goddamn gun to the fucking evidence! Why are you so certain? What a pile of staying at your head been stuck in all these time, pal. You never heard of Zack and Valen's quick draw shoot 'em? Huh? What's that? One of the defendant's specialties. Zack and Valen stand on either side of a girl, and then they shoot. But the bullets don't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. This was one of the pistols they use in their show. Got a great design, huh? The kids love it. Add it to the fucking evidence. Stop showing it and not adding it to the goddamn evidence. Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol, I hear. Yeah, because you're gonna get a fucking gold gun when you join the police department. You know, that would explain a lot about the police force. Troop Grammar, I stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since. Okay, thank you. At least it's progress, but I was just waiting for the goddamn gun to be added to the evidence. Why isn't it in it? It's a murder weapon, fuck's sake. The court would like to see the pistol in question. Oh, is this where it happens? You got it, sir. Here she is. Well, this truly is a blast from the past. They play the shitty games that suck ass. It's a stage pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets. Why you would do that, I don't know, but... It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV. Yeah, but it can only hold one round. There's the answer. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber is empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently. A gun that only has one chamber for, like, basically it means it can only store one bullet at a time. What a hassle of a gun. You have to reload it every time you shoot once. I mean, it's not used for killing things. It's used for a fucking magic show. So, were any fingerprints found on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that a lack of fingerprints is in fact a fingerprint of its own. Aha! Intriguing point! Well made! Whoa, not well made, not intriguing. In any case, the court accepts this evidence. Finally, fucking goddamn. Alright, got it now. But it seems we got our answer anyway. So if we have to contradict his testimony, we got our answer. My grandchild will get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testimony. Sick. Dope sick. Sick. Oh, you know what? I should have. Can I check that? I mean, there's nothing to check, but I'll check it anyway. Whoa. It's so long, man. Ooh, scary. Oh, the gun the gun doesn't point directly. Oh, there it is. It's gonna nick me right in the ear. It doesn't even look like there's a hole for the bullet to come out of. It's... What a fucking fascinating thing to, like, just stare right into a pistol. Obviously, never do that in real life. Please don't. If you have access to a gun and you just never stare into it, please. The trickiest cases often seem the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed a bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand? Yeah, but like I just said, pal. After he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and... did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not. The murder weapon? How? It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time. If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too. Classic Phoenix Wright music. You can hear the 8-bittiness of it. Is it 8-bit? I don't know. What was Game Boy Advance? Was Game Boy Advance 8-bit? Is it 8-bit? I don't know if music... It's... whatever. That's not even a contradiction. Not even close. All you had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot. Oh, where did he get the extra bullet? They're not so easy to come by, you know. I mean, you don't know that, but fair enough that you wouldn't be able to find a bullet. If you had claimed that the defendant had one ready, then prove to us how he got it. Heh, I had a feeling that this wasn't over yet. No, this party is just getting started. And I haven't proven anything yet beyond my good looks and startling record sales. An utter lack of humility. Yeah, but he's allowed to say that because he actually has the good looks and the record sales, you know? What's this? It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared. Like I said, El Detective was just a warm-up act. Warm-up act. Gumshoe, I pat you on the head. You're not just a warm-up, you're a friend. Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. Oh wow, I fucked that up. That it was that Gramurai who shot the victim in the forehead. Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess. This might be my lucky break. I'll need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach. Court is adjourned. Court adjourned it. To be continued. Really? Huh, alright. Fair enough.